What's good, everybody? It's your boy SBX, live and direct to you guys. I'm just gonna do the mobile version of my blogs and my rants and shit like that, because right now my computer's on the process of getting it fixed because I fucked my computer up the other night. So, I mean, like I said, I got some type of ways to broadcast my videos on the tube, you feel me? But anywho though, folks, I want to talk about, you know, why clubbing these days is whack. Like when you go out to the club and shit like that, you know, first and foremost is that, you know, the reason why people go to clubs is, yes, they trying to have fun, they trying to get their drink on, they trying to, for the women, they trying to look good, they trying to see how many, like, with their girlfriends, or trying to look for a man that fits their needs, or niggas try to chase after some chicks, man. But anywho, man, it's like, you know, when I go to the club, you know what I'm saying, it's like, I'm not much of a drinker. I mean, I got my shots before, and I get a little tipsy. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with you drinking and having a good time. You know what I mean? But to me, I feel like clubbing these days is getting way too redundant. As in, like, you get bored. Like I said, like, if you're not much of a social butterfly type of person, you don't go out much, it's not really a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like sometimes it's best to go to the clubs. Like for you, it's like, if you want to go to the club and you trying to have fun with your friends, that's cool. But it takes a lot of confidence, it takes a lot of willpower to keep up with people, you know what I mean? Especially if you're around so many people, you know? Because sometimes people could be very claustrophobic when they're around a whole bunch of people and people on the way, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like I said, the pros and cons I feel about going to the club, it's like the pros is like you're trying to have fun. Ladies are looking good, looking nice with their outfits on. Ass and titties is on point. The DJ playing the song and trying to hype up the view of the club, you know what I mean? The cons is that, you know, sometimes a club is like a simp, where women can get in free at a certain hour until midnight on some Cinderella type shit, and niggas have to pay. And then you gotta wait a long time for you to basically get in the club, you know what I mean? Rather it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or an hour and a half to get in, you know? And, you know what I mean? Sometimes the drinks are really expensive, and you gotta have your limits to drink, you know? Because some niggas don't have a limit to drink, because they can drink like a fucking bitch and get drunk and act like a fucking fool, you know what I mean? But like I said, you know, when I went to the club tonight, which that's what I came home from the club, you know what I mean? I only danced with like 2 women, you know what I mean? But when it's like this. When you're in the club, especially you're a guy, you can either do 2 things. Either A, try to dance and have a good time, and hopefully a woman can talk to you or convince you to dance with you. Or option B, you gotta go like a fucking predator and just chase after some girl to dance with you, and later on push your hopes up to getting some pussy. And just like any other average Joe guy like me, you know, like I said, I danced with like at least 2 females, and that was about it. Everybody else is like, no, I'm sorry, no, I don't want to dance. You know what I'm saying? This is the concept about dancing with females. It's like, women are very obligated to do whatever they want. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Because they like I say, sometimes they bring their boyfriends or husbands in the club. I mean, God knows, you go to the club and you're married. Fuck out of here. But the point is like, they bring their boyfriends to the club, and, you know, I understand they trying to be faithful to their man, you know. It ain't like I'm trying to steal you, you know what I mean? But it's all about respect and self-respect, and I mean, that's cool. But, you know, bitches be lying just to say that, just because they don't want to dance with you. You know, shallow shit, but fuck it. It is what it is. You know, because women can pick and choose, but I feel like that's another thing, you know. Sometimes you better leave these high maintenance chicks alone. The super duper fine chicks or the hardest to get, you know. But it's best to they dance with the normal looking chicks or a decent type of fine chick, you know, the best you can. Like I said, sometimes the drunk bitch can even don't know who the fuck you are, but she having more fun with you than don't even know who the fuck you are. She may look at you and, you know, she ain't thinking right. She ain't seeing her right. She might think you be the most hottest guy ever. Really, you're not. But fuck it, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, you gotta deal with drunk ass people in the club too, where, you know, people come up to you, talk to you, you know, on some bullshit, you know. And sometimes niggas do it more than females. Like, you know, when you have drunk niggas, they talking shit, they acting a fool and whatnot. You know what I mean? But this club, everybody's chill, everybody having fun. You know what I mean? But it's just that you don't want, like, if you're antisocial, you don't want to fuck with drunk people at all, you know. So I feel like, you know, if you're drunk with them, then that's cool. But I feel like rather if you're in the club, at a restaurant, or at home, you gotta learn your limits on drinking. And also too, if you overdo it, it's a scary thing. You don't know what will happen. You don't know if you're gonna get a fight. You don't know if you're gonna get killed. You don't know if you're gonna get arrested. You're thinking like, damn, what the fuck happened? So realistically, like I said, you know, I drink from time to time and I get a little buzzed up, but I'm still thinking like, damn, I try to think I'm sober, but really I'm a little bit drunk. So realistically, the music, that's the last thing I gotta say before I wrap this video. It's like the music. Like, to me, I always talk about how hip-hop days suck, R&B music days sucks. These days, everything about music today sucks. You know, and it's like, damn, every time you turn around, it's like fucking rap music or some type of music that you're not gonna feel for. But, you know, realistically, what I do is, like, rather if I'm going to a party or a club, you know, and I hear that all the time, but I have to pretend to like this shit or just dance to the beat to just not look like a fucking asshole to the woman who want to dance with me. Or trying to, like, you know, setting yourself up, really. But I kind of wish what life would be like if I was living in the 90s or the 80s. I mean, music will be a lot of fun. I'm sure that shit will still be a little hectic with the females in the 80s and the 70s and all that. I mean, like I said, I prefer that era than this era. So, you know, music sucks wise. You gotta deal with drunk people. You gotta deal with stuck-up ass bitches. You know, stuff like that. And sometimes if you're a lone wolf, and if you're a type of guy that don't go out much, like as in go to the club, go drinking, and stuff like that, I encourage y'all not to do it. Unless you have a friend with you. If you have a friend with you and you're not even feeling it, just leave the club life alone and just worry about you. Stay in your own lane, folks. That's all I gotta say. So anywho, folks, I'm done here. Please leave a comment or two, or however, leave a comment on the comment section below. Like, dislike, it's all good. And subscribe to my channel. SBX, wrapping this up. Thanks for watching.